what is meant by 0 of a polynomial? Let's find out. So let's say we have a polynomial px, and let's say our polynomial is defined as 2x minus 6. And what we will do is we will try and find out the value of the polynomial at some values of x. So let's say we want to find out the value of the polynomial at x equals 0, x equals 1, x equals 3, and maybe let's say x equals minus 4. So we have taken some random values of the variable, and we want to find out the value of the polynomial at each of these values of the variable. That is, we want to find out p0, we want to find out p1, we want to find out p3, we want to find out p minus 4. So let's go ahead and find each one of these values. So at 0 we will have 2 times 0 minus 6. So this will be 0 minus 6, or simply minus 6. So value of polynomial at x equals 0 is minus 6. What about at x equals 1? So 2 times 1 minus 6. So this will be 2 minus 6, or simply minus 4. Now let's find out the value at x equals 3. So 2 times 3 minus 6, or 6 minus 6, or 0. Value of the polynomial at x equals 3 is 0. Let's find out the value at x minus 4. So 2 times minus 4 minus 6. So this will be minus 8, minus 6, minus 14. Now here, this particular value, this has some significance. So for x equals 3, we see that the value of the polynomial is 0. Now, whenever we have a situation that for a certain value of the variable, the polynomial becomes 0, we call that value 0 of the polynomial. Let's make sure that we define it clearly. So 0 of a polynomial is a number a such that when we try to find out the value of the polynomial at a, we get 0, right? So what happens is we say that a is the 0 of the polynomial. So in our example, our polynomial was defined as px equals 2x minus 6, and we saw that at x equals 3, the polynomial became 0. So here a is 3. So then we say 3 is the 0 of this particular polynomial. So let's take maybe one more example. Say our polynomial this time is defined as, it's in variable y, and we say this is y squared minus 4. We want to find out the value of the polynomial at y equals 0, y equals 2, y equals minus 2. So for y equals 0, our polynomial will be, so 0 squared minus 4, or 0 minus 4, or simply minus 4. So at p equals 2, we will, where y equals 2, we will get 2 squared minus 4. 2 squared is 4 minus 4 equals 0. So we see that at this value, at y equals 2, indeed our polynomial has become 0. So we know that 2 is the 0 of this polynomial. What about this one, the last value? So at the value y equals minus 2, so let's see what is the value of the polynomial. So minus 2 squared minus 4. So minus 2 times minus 2 is 4. Minus 4, 0 again. So we see that at y equals minus 2 also, the value of the polynomial is 0. So in this example, that is for this particular polynomial, we see that there are 2 zeros of the polynomial. So 2, the number 2, is a 0 of the polynomial, this particular polynomial, and also the number minus 2 is a 0 of this polynomial, because both for 2 and for minus 2, the value of the polynomial becomes 0.